bud.
You're never wrong. You're never wrong.
No, never won't, love. I love
wrong.
you, and every time you're here, I'm always excited and happy. But I think the last time we hung out was the Saturday Night Live 50th
my gosh.
celebrations. There was the Radio City.
Buddy, you were so good. That must have been kicking that whole show off.
I'm still out of breath.
I'm telling you. I was right in the front row. I
know,
saw
and you were very nice to me.
And
Thank
I was
you.
like, boy, Jimmy is really
going for it.
He's really going for it.
No, you were very nice.
As you should. It's the 50th. Come on. I was like, that was the perfect way to start it.
Not the best. I appreciate that.
Perfect way.
No, thank you, buddy. I love you.
All of the Blues Brothers, all 72 of them.
Yeah, exactly. Those 72 Blues
I
Brothers
didn't realize
on stage with me.
The
Yeah.
Blues family was that big.
They were. Over the years.
Over the years. There's so many brothers.
Yes, a big reunion.
And only men.
And only men.
How do they keep having
interesting.
kids?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to get into
No,
that.
better not.
But then I saw you on Sunday at the SNL live show, and you were in a couple sketches yourself.
Fun.
You were in a sketch with Meryl Streep. Not too shabby,
Yeah,
but
right? Her first time on the show.
She never done
Never
anything?
been on the show. First time on the show. So it was a trip. You were like, watching somebody learn about it in real time. You're like, oh, okay. Meryl.
Yeah, Meryl. Yeah.
Some of us have done this before, but whatever. Don't worry about it.
But how fun was that? First of all, I want to say from the Radio City show, I watched it back, and I appreciate you laughing at my jokes and clapping for me. You're very supportive always.
I'm a good front row man.
You are a good
front row man.
You're a good front row man, a good audience member.
You want to check down in the front row, and you want to see people locked in. I'm locked in.
And your wife, Anna, who I love, is always supportive too, and you were with Will Ferrell. But then there was someone next to you that...
I like to refer to this kid as the luckiest person in New York City, because there's this tradition in kind of live events where they have things called seat fillers, and they come and so there's no empty seats. So when the crowd, when the camera pans
Like an
across
award
the
show or
crowd,
something.
you don't want to see empty seats, right? Maybe somebody's got to go do something, go to the bathroom, get a drink, whatever.
Yeah.
Put a seat filler in there. Somebody
correct.
jump in there and take their seat just for the time being, right?
Yes.
This kid got to sit from the beginning of the show to the end of the show. Whoever's seat he was filling never showed up. So he got the whole concert from the front row, got paid, and got to sit next to me.
Yes.
And I kept checking in with him. I'm like, dude, don't leave. Whatever you do.
This is fantastic, but I want to show a picture because this is... Everyone on the internet was like, who is this guy? That's Will. That's
Will Ferrell, my wife Anna, myself, and
Yeah.
the luckiest man in New York City.
Yeah. Here he is when Cher was on. Here you go, if you can zoom in there.
Cher,
Yep.
live, luckiest man in New York City. Right there.
Yeah. There was a Reddit post that said, does anyone recognize this front row attendee of the 50th homecoming concert sitting next to John Hamm? There's a whole article about this guy, and no one knows who he is.
No. And I was so pleased. By the end of it, I was like, was this the greatest night of your life? And the guy was like, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was.
It was great. I loved him. He was laughing at he was the same with you. He's a great audience
Good
member.
front row guy. Good front row guy. Good for
But
him.
at the SNL 50th, which it's just filled with so many celebrities and comedians that it's almost too much. And everyone was in the best spirits.
Best mood.
Yes.
Joyous. Everybody knew everybody, so everybody was kind of friendly. There was no bad blood. You were like, this was a perfect night, And it was like 2 shows because it was 3 hours.
Yes.
And it was funny and it worked. All the bits worked. Debbie Downer was great.
No.
Debbie Downer with De Niro.
De Niro, come on, the best.
Unbelievable.
But at the end, when we're all on
Good
stage,
nights.
good nights, and waving good night, that was like, that was so emotional.
Well,
for me.
I had the good fortune I saw Tina.
Okay, good.
Kind of walking up, and it's like good night's normal. Like you never know where to go. You never know who to hug. You're like, what am I?
Yeah.
Does anybody want to hug me? I feel weird.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so I saw Tina. I was like, get over here. Let's go. Let's stand it back because we could stand on the band riser and we could see everybody. And then I was like, okay, we got to take a picture. Like this is kind of the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, because not only people on the stage, but people who
in the audience, everyone in there is somebody famous and somebody cool. And so I made her take a picture of me.
And here's the picture that you took, and it's fantastic. Look at how happy. That's you and Tina.
Everybody in there.
Everybody is...
But yeah, those are the smiles of two completely happy idiots.
It was so fun. We had the greatest time
so
ever.
Much fun.
And now you're back hosting Saturday Night Live this weekend.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. I cannot wait.
The Fantastic Fourth.
The Fantastic Fourth time,
Yes.
and the early buzz that I'm hearing through the hallways here is that it's a great show.
It's a fun show.
I'm
we got a
looking
lot of fun stuff.
I'm looking forward to this
Lizzo
one.
also going to be there. Super fun.
I love Lizzo. I miss Lizzo.
Yep. Coming back strong. Got some cool new sounds.
Fourth
So, yeah.
time, is it different from doing cameos?
Well, yeah. Well, let me tell you, it's the fourth time, but I did 3 in 2 years and then waited 15 years, to give you guys, a chance to miss me.
Yeah, of course. We all, yeah.
Maybe 15 was a lot of years, but whatever.
Has it been 15?
15 years. I last hosted in 2010. Twice in 2010.
Because Jack Black.
Jack was 20 years.
20 years.
So they brought a couple old dogs
Oh, no.
out of the house.
Jack was a great show, too.
Great show. So, yeah, no, it was really fun. You forget how intense it is and how,
But how many cameos have you done?
I did, over the course of my
15-year hiatus.
15-year hiatus, I did 14 cameos.
I mean,
which is almost like they're kind of like, we get it.
No, they all love you. We love you so much.
Oh, man, it was
Everyone
fun.
up there is like, oh, but we're so excited John's here. Congrats.
Thank you. It is an honor. Tremendous.
You're one of the
tremendous
best hosts.
honor.
You're one of the best hosts I've ever seen. I want to talk about your show, Your Friends and Neighbors. This is on Apple TV Plus tomorrow. First 2 episodes are out tomorrow, and it's already been renewed for season 2. So congratulations, because that's how good it is.
Thank you.
And the reviews. We had Olivia Munn on the show. We had Amanda Peet on the show.
Man.
Both
Great.
very funny. And I wanted to go into what the show's about. But first, plug your ears, because there's a couple of reviews about you
great.
and Your Friends and Neighbors. First one
This
says...
can go 2 ways.
No, I'm not doing a joke. This is real.
Okay, good.
The show is Jon Hamm at his biting finest.
Biting finest.
How about this one? Your Friends and Neighbors is the latest TV show to take sharp jabs at high society. It's also the most successful, thanks to the cutting and charismatic performance of Jon Hamm.
Boom.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Biting and cutting. I'm cutting and biting.
Cutting and biting. Third book you had, Cutting and Biting.
Cutting and biting, yeah.
Cutting and biting.
It's the follow-up to my...
How do we describe and set up the show? It's got fun premise.
It's an amazing show. The show kind of starts where you see this man who has seemingly done everything right. He's made all the right decisions. He's building his career. He's raising his family. He's doing all the right things that we're taught that we're supposed to do. Right? He's acquiring cool stuff. He's got a great house. He lives in a great neighborhood. His kids are doing great. He drives a cool car.
Yeah.
And then it all completely crashes down through no fault of his own. So we watch him kind of go from the top of the mountain to the lowest of the valley, and he's got to figure out how he's going to make ends meet. And he looks around in his neighborhood and says, like, there's a lot of conspicuous wealth here. Maybe I'll just start borrowing a little from my neighbors. Maybe I know when they're not in town, and I'll just go take a watch off the thing, and I'll sell it to this thing, and I'll grab a piece of art, and I'll sell it over here.
Because they're so rich that they don't even know what they have.
They don't even miss it. There's a scene where there's 35 Birkin bags in somebody's closet, and he's like, take one of these, and I'll do one of these, and one of these. And it's funny, it's dark. It's sexy. It's all of the fun things, and it says a little something about it's got an opinion on where we are as a culture, kind of like
Yeah.
But you said it earlier, like rich people behaving badly is little bit of a genre. Your next guest did a little show about that too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
a little theme tonight.
A little
yeah.
theme. Rich people behaving badly.
Yeah.
But
Congrats
yeah, it's great.
on this, and it's already picked up because that's how
Picked up for a second season.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
But it
how
all
we do it.
begins. It all begins tomorrow. Tomorrow on Apple TV Plus, I want to show a clip. Here's Jon Hamm in Your Friends and Neighbors. Take a look at this.
No, the thing of it is, Coop, you're fired.
Oh, great.
No, I'm serious. I gotta let you go.
What?
This girl, what's her name? Olivia something.
Hold on, wait, girl. What girl? What are you
Cross,
talking
Olivia
about?
Cross. Olivia Cross.
Liv Cross?
The managing director sleeping with an associate is...
Wait a minute, no, she never worked under me. She was in Shepherd's Group. And I don't think I'd ever even met her before.
Doesn't matter if you met her. It matters if you her. You did her, right?
Yeah, but it was like a weekend. Like 3 months ago, completely consensual. I mean, she came on to me.
Jon Hamm, everybody! Your Friends and Neighbors premieres tomorrow on Apple TV Plus.
Oh,
and
no,
he's host-
Jimmy, I'm sorry. Do you see who was here?
The luckiest man in New York City! That is Michael Bird! Michael Bird, ladies and gentlemen! Seatbiller!
Yes.
Michael, you're back with Jon again!
Yes.
Come on, Saturday Night Live is this weekend! More everybody. Huckleberry!